Hello fellow agents. Today I'm going to show you how to code an URL shortener in Flask. It's going to be quite simple, easy to follow along, and I will use only two dependencies, SQLAlchemy and Flask. Alright, so first let's explain what is an URL shortener. If you don't know, for a good example is a tiny URL. So if you go to, for example, CNN, and you copy a link address, if you verify yourself as a human, if you shorten this URL, it gives you this short version of URL, and if you go and try to reach that, tiny URL will redirect you to the original URL. So this is what I'm going to create today. Let's start with an empty directory. So first I'm creating a virtual environment and activating it, and I will install Flask and SQLAlchemy. Alright, so when it's done, I will need two files, app.py and database.py. Alright. So let's make it a bit bigger for you, and let's start with the Flask part. From Flask we will need a Flask request and redirect, and I'm creating an app. And to be able to run it, it's quite simple. You need to create some routes. For example, the first route is going to be the home page. And actually the home page, I will add two request methods which is acceptable, get and post. So the why I'm doing that, I will explain it in a bit. So if request method is get, I'm just gonna return the home page. Else, if it's in case post, I will handle post request. Alright. So I would also need a different route, which is gonna be a short URL, and I will just return redirect. Right now I don't have anything, so I will just add a temporary stuff. Alright, so let's see how it works. Alright. Okay, I missed this one. It only accepts get. So if I start it again, alright, so it should be okay. Because I'm getting the home page, the first URL, it returns the home page, and if I add anything else after the base URL, it redirects to that website. Okay. Alright, first let's return a proper home page. I'm gonna create an index.html, and I will copy paste a very simple code. Basically it's just a simple HTML5 code with a simple form, and you see it has only one field, a text field, and the text field name is long URL. So let's return it. Okay. Okay, so how it works. The render template by default looks for the templates folder. So you see, once I saved the file, it automatically reloaded. So if I come here and reload the page, I should see the URL shortener. Alright. So yeah. So let's fix the second part. But for the second part, I will need the database file. So for this, I'm gonna use SQLAlchemy, and also I'm defining the SQL database name, which is short URL as SQLite, and I need one single model. This model is gonna be URLs, and it has a short URL and original URL. So basically, it will store each short URL and original URL pair. So if you ask for a short URL, it should be match it and return the original URL, which we going to redirect the user. Alright, so, but how it's gonna work? First, I need to import a couple of things from the database. URLs in session, and if request method is post, I need to save it into the database. So also I need a random and strings. And once I have the short URL, which basically what I'm doing, I'm just getting a 6-character long result from ASCII letters and digits, and once I have it, I'm creating the URLs object, and with the session I'm adding it. Alright, so let's see how it goes. You see it's already restarted. So if I go here, reload the page, you see a new file popped up, short URLs SQLite. It is here because at the end of the database file I instructed SQLAlchemy to create me the database and also the tables. So, but don't worry, even if it's included here, it won't override the file if it is already created. So, let's see how it works. Alright, I got back some text. So, you see, the SQLite database contains one single entry. This is the short URL and this is the long one. So it seems that it is okay. So now let's implement the jump function. It's gonna be really easy and straightforward. So basically we need to fetch from the URLs table by the short URL the entry and redirect what we got back. Okay, so session query URLs, filter URL, short URL is short URL. I'm only interested in the first. I know it is not a proper implementation because, for example, here there is a chance that two entries will have the same short URL, but right now I'm not interested in making it perfect. I just want to make it work and show it to you how it can be implemented. All right. So, and if entry, it means if the object which is returned from this query is not null, I'm just gonna redirect in the original URL. Otherwise, I could redirect to the home page or render the home template as well. So it's up to you guys. So let's see how it works. And it successfully redirected us to the page what we wanted. The whole code will be available on GitHub. Please like, subscribe if you really enjoyed what I did, and see you in the next one.